And we're going to skip most of the bleh because there was some bleh. In the Bloodline video, they had kind of a history package about with Solo's dirty deeds, talking about taking out Jay, my brother, and Paul, the wise man, and Roman Reigns.
It was Jimmy, his brother.
Or Jimmy, his brother. Well, they're twins.
But he didn't take out Jay, he took out Jimmy.
Well, how do we know? Could be like with Nikki and Brie. Are they Swizitching?
Again, stop with this. No, but they have different haircuts.
Well, they could have a stylist back there changing thing. We don't know for sure. No one will ever know for sure. But taking out Jimmy and taking out Paul and taking out Roman, he dates around. And then he said he wants either Cody or Owens to solo, whoever wins this thing in Berlin. And that's basically the Bloodline update. And then at the 9 o'clock hour, they had Aldis in the ring and pitching to the European tour video. I think that was probably part of the tourism package that they got. Holy shit. But it made the guys look like big stars. They're all over the world. And then basically Aldis introduces Owens and Cody and says, okay, gentlemen, the floor is yours, and hands them the microphone and gets the fuck out of the ring. Which, what?
He's doing a good job. It's not as chaotic as Adam Pearce's Raw.
Oh, now what? Are you taking Aldis's side now against Adam Pearce? Like, you got a dog in the hunt here?
I think when you look at who's running a more orderly show, Nick Aldis is the winner.
I'm saying it's a bit awkward. It's just, okay, well, now that I've called you guys out here, you take over. And just why nevertheless, it's, then Owens and Cody had their thing. And honestly, I thought, boy, this is going to be boring or whatever the fuck. This was one of the better things they've done. And I'll tell you why I say that, so you can be jotting down all the reasons you can disagree with me. Owens started out with, well, so Cody, what do you want to talk about? And Cody was firing the people up, but Owens had kind of a pissy attitude for a babyface, but you can't really tell the difference in working in real life with him having a pissy attitude for a babyface. But Owens brought up, well, do you want to talk about what happened to your knee on the tour? Or what are you talking about? I wanted to talk about if you meant to hit me with the belt last week, like some people said that they thought you might be gonna. And Owens I can't believe you'd think that of me. But then they vaguely alluded, for the really deep cut fan out there, they vaguely alluded to Owens being the one that hooked Cody up with the Buckaroos for their temporary friendship to start AEW. But then Cody got the fans to cheer for Owens, and Owens again said, I know you're hurt. So if you're not 100%, I don't want to win that way, kind of like was his. And Cody started to get pricklish. What do you mean you're going to win that way? And Cody said, my knee is fine. Well, how come you didn't take a knee on your entrance? He heard that Cody was in a trainer's room for a long time. And Owens said, when I won 8 years ago, my win was tainted. And so therefore, when I beat you tomorrow, and Cody finally is a little pissed, when you beat me, and then Cody, this is what I loved. I love two things about this. They introduced the knee thing to at least give us something to, as Jim Ross used to say, hang our hat on. Is this going to come into play, or this is how he's going to turn on him, or what will happen with Cody, blah, blah, blah. And secondly, Cody cut a hell of a promo on Owens, while at the end of it saying, I love you, dude. It was a great babyface promo. So then finally, and I'll open the floor for you to tear it up, Cody said, when it's over, will we still be friends? And Owens dropped the microphone and whispered something to Cody and walked out on him. And again, I'm interested more than I was in this babyface match because they gave me a little something to sweeten it up a bit. What'd you think?
I thought it was just fine. Again, a little bit more backstory, and the knee thing played into the match, so that was a nice little thing. On this topic, let me ask you
I thought you'd tear it up because Cody got dramatic and Shakespearean in his.
He always does. You got to pick your spots.
All right.
But let me ask you this. Word has, a rumor is going around that Kevin Owens' contract is coming up again. I think it's about 3 years ago or so that we talked about the last time he signed with WWE. How much money's Tony Khan going to throw at him if that's true?
Oh, good Lord. He'll never work again. He'll retire on what Tony will give him this time. Hold on now.
Because he needs WWE stars, not WWE veterans or anything.
Well, but is the offer going to be before or after the new TV deal is announced? Because that could play a part. You never know in how much money Tony's throwing around. But with Owens being friends with the Buckaroos from way back, and yes, he is a guy that the WWE has been using on top, but you know where his mental sentiments lie with the indie-rific crowd, and that's his brand of wrestling that he'd be doing if he had his druthers. So, yeah, for $5 or $6 million. And I'll be first one to tell you that right now, Kevin Steen would be more valuable to AEW and a more entertaining asset to the television than Okada, Mercedes, and fucking 2 or 3 other recent acquisitions not named Osprey together.
He wouldn't be able to be Kevin Owens anymore. He would have to go back.
No, that's why I said Kevin Steen.
Yeah.
But it's not like anybody's going to mistake nobody else looks like that. It's the goddamn blinding flab alone.
Should he just be Kevin?
No, he shouldn't. No, he shouldn't.
Here's Kevin!
Kevin! But anyway, and you know, that's all they needed to get a little interest going in this thing, because it's been unorthodox, but they made it work. And as we'll get to when we get to the bash itself, I'll save it for that, because I'm going to talk about the psychology that this match, though, I will preface with this, and then later on we'll come back. This match illustrated what I try to talk about and possibly don't articulate as well as I could about why that their babyface versus babyface matches in AEW are fucking stupid and do neither side any good involved in it, because of the psychology that they don't use versus the psychology that Owens and Cody used. But we'll save that for the bash here in a minute.